Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, dear brothers and sisters. If I'm not for myself, who will be for me? If I'm only for myself, what am I? And if not now, when? On behalf of the Hungarian government, I extend my warm greeting to you with this deservedly famous saying of Rabbi Hillel, a contemporary of Jesus Christ. This question about the relationship of community and the individual shows the direction for us to what path to take, what action to follow together. No one is a separate island. We are responsible for another, since all of us are brothers and sisters. And I am very grateful for being with you at this moment, since not only do you understand all this, but you also live by these guidelines. My great appreciation goes to the efforts of IDC for the protection of persecuted Christians and for all the commitment you have undertaken for years. I'm also grateful for your partnership with the government of Hungary on this issue. It's encouraging to have strong allies who also feel obliged to do all that they can to help succeed our brothers and sisters persisting in a homeland which is the cradle of Christianity. So this is the politics of here and now. Ladies and gentlemen, you surely understand this concept. Christianity is a culture of taking action. It is a culture where first and foremost we believe in action instead of adhering to abstract principles. This is what gives credibility to our faith. Taking action is necessary indeed as the situation of Christians in the Middle East and Africa becomes more and more dramatic. Highlighting just one of the many affected communities in Iraq, during 1.5 decades, the number of Christians has decreased to under 200,000 from 1.5 million. Under 1.5 decades, we are talking about a community that had survived 2 millennia, and now they are disappearing. What once was the cradle of Christianity can now easily become the burial site of Christians. And make no mistake, when the Christians will disappear from the Middle East, that will be the end of all of the Christian civilization in the West as well. So therefore, today's meeting is about expressing our solidarity. At the same time, however, it is also about committing ourselves to protecting persecuted Christians. In comparison with the United States, we are Hungarians. We are only a small nation. Still, we Hungarians are a nation whose deeds are always dictated by the heart. This is why, similarly to all of you, we love freedom passionately. This is why we are doing all we can to help our brothers and sisters. So within the framework of the Hungary Helps program, which is the first governmental program dedicated to support persecuted Christians, we have provided humanitarian aid to those in need in more than 40 countries with more than 170 projects. First and foremost, this means helping persecuted Christians since they are followers of the most persecuted religion of the world. A fact that is hardly ever mentioned or gets a passing mention in the international human rights organizations, in the United Nations, neither in the European Union. But as President Baklini, Brother Tufik said, it wouldn't be Christian-like to only support persecuted Christians. So, like IDC, we have opened our solidarity to other persecuted religious minorities, like the Yazidi, because we believe that suffering has no certificate of baptism. I believe that the appropriate answer for the wounds of war, terror, and persecution can only be active solidarity. Solidarity and active compassion which provides help for those in need, regardless of religious or ethnic affiliation, yet we have a special responsibility towards our persecuted Christian brothers and sisters. So dear friends, we have another important principle of the Hungary Helps program. We are convinced that instead of setting off the distressed, help should be provided where it is needed the most, exactly on the spot, and help should be directly delivered to the Christian communities, not through convoluted international organizations. Help is always concrete. It is never abstract. Abstract help as such does not make any sense. So solidarity and providing help on the spot. These are the guidelines by which we are helping the renovation of ruined buildings, schools, kindergartens, hospitals, the cultural and rehabilitation centers in crisis zones, and something that not many other Western governments do. We are supporting the reconstruction of churches. Somehow for the Western world it is not PC enough to support churches, but we are very happy that we could inspire some other governments in that. So finally, ladies and gentlemen, in March I had a personal life-changing experience to be in Iraq during the visit of the Holy Father to the extended Holy Land. And I witnessed how the Holy Father conveyed the message of hope to our friends in the Middle East. So at this moment, let me call your attention to this hope again. To quote Pope Francis, "True hope is never cheap. The path to it always leads through defeats." So Christians in the Middle East have been on this road for 2,000 years, suffering defeat in the worldly sense on many occasions. And regardless of all of this, the message of hope is that it's not defeat that has the final say. The last word always belongs to life. It always belongs to victory. This is our faith, and this is what we serve. And it is an honor for us, Hungarians, that together with all of you, we can be part of this noble mission. A mission which can be summarized by the following two words: giving hope. I do wish and hope that we may be strengthened in this commitment of ours throughout this event. Thank you very much for your attention. May God bless you all.